Hey, hey, everybody. Happy Saturday to everybody. Um, it is a beautiful, beautiful day up here on the mountain, you guys. So I'm so excited to be here. So welcome to Mountain Made Creations. We're going to be making a very cute fall DIY today. So I'm Jill. And welcome to Mountain Made Creations. If you're new here, welcome. If you're on live, comment, let me know you're on. It doesn't always let me see comments. So if I don't comment to your comment, that means I can't see them. So let me know where you're watching from, what you guys are doing this weekend. I'm so excited to be here. So welcome to the Jump into Fall craft event. So we've got crafters coming on every hour. I've posted in the description of this live all of the ladies' links that are doing crafts today. They're all fall and Halloween related. So great day for crafting. Go support some of those ladies. They are so talented. I'm excited to be here during this event. It's awesome. And I'm going to jump right in. And if you're on this page checking out this live, I would love it if you would sprinkle, and I would love it if you would like and follow my page. It helps me grow and reach more people. So anyway, enough of that. Let's just get started. So last Saturday we did a craft and a DIY, and I did a door round a little bit differently than what I normally do it for. Hello, Michelle. How are you? I did a door round or a door hanger differently than what I normally do. I normally make my door hangers out of this wood like this that you get at Lowe's, but I wanted to try something different. Thank you. I wanted to try something different because when I make those door hangers, I love making them, but you have to sand them, stain them, seal them, paint them, seal them, all that good stuff. So I wanted to try something different. So Magnolia Design has these door rounds, or they're just rounds. They're like chalkboard material. They have 18-inch and 10-inch, I believe. And so I wanted to try something different. So last week we did this on one side of the door round. And this is a chalkboard finish 18-inch round from Magnolia. So we did this last week, and I told you it was reversible. So this week we're doing the back side. So the way it's reversible is you put magnets on your bow, and then you can flip it around and use this side. So this is what we're going to be doing today. If you missed this video, go back and check it out. We did it last Saturday. So what I'm going to be doing is, when I did this one, I painted it with chalk paint. I painted the white and the black. So I did seal this, but you don't have to. You can actually, if you use the chalk paste, you can wash that off and reuse it. But this is actually a gift for somebody, so we're not going to do that. But this side that we're doing today, we're going to be able to wash it off if you want to. So what we're going to do first is I'm using this stencil. And yeah, it looks gross, but it's reusable. It's amazing. It's one of my favorites. So it's got the fall leaves on it. So I'm going to do this part with the leaves, and this part we're going to use this bottom part. It says, "Let our lives be full of both thanks and giving." So we're going to do that at the top, and then we're going to do a cute bow. So let's get started. So I'm not going to fuzz this because it's, like you can see, it's been used a lot, but it doesn't matter how ugly it looks. It's clean. As long as you wash your stencils and get the paint out, you can reuse this over and over and over again. So even though it looks gross, it's not, it still works. Hey guys, hey Karen, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I have a tub of water over here that I'm going to throw my stencil in once I get done, so that the paint doesn't dry, because you don't want the paint to dry in your stencil and ruin it. Also, you want to write on the back of it that it's the back or whatever, so you put it back on the backing the correct way, or it could ruin your stencil. So I am going to go ahead and put this stencil down, and like I said, fuzzing it means taking some of the sticky off. I will fuzz the other one because it's brand new, but this one I'm not going to fuzz it because it's been used a ton of times. So let me put you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. All right, let me know if y'all can't see that. So, and what I'm going to do with the leaves is something different that looks really cool. I'm going to do like this messy method. I can't think of the name of what it's called, but we're going to use like a different colors all on one. It's going to come out really cool. So I'm just trying to get everything where, now I need to be able to tell where my line is so I don't go over it. So I'm just going to push this down. It is adhesive, so it is going to stick and it's not going to move. It's amazing, you guys. These stencils are amazing. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the backing where I don't want to stencil on my line so I know about where to stop. So I'm just lining this up. I don't want to paint above that line. So that's the plan. Okay. So you just make sure you don't have any bubbles, wrinkles, or anything on your stencil. I don't know what that is on my stencil, but so like I said, these are reusable and it looks kind of gross, but it's not. It works just fine. It's amazing actually how cool these stencils are. So we're going to be using 4 different colors on these leaves. So this is the new color, Spiced Pumpkin, Chocolate Brown. Hey, from New York. That's awesome. How's the weather in New York? It was like 50 something this morning. It was 40 yesterday morning. So we're in Virginia, by the way. This is Orange Tiger and this is Mulberry. So we're going to be putting all these on here and it's going to be super cute. So I'm going to just take, and this is Magnolia chalk paste. This stuff is amazing. So I'm just going to take this little stirring stick, stir it up a little bit, and I'm just going to put some blobs down over this stencil in just different areas. Hope you guys can see good. And then we're just going to go and do that with all the colors. I may not have put enough of that on there. I didn't want a whole lot of brown to overpower it because I wanted more of the orange. Look at that, guys. That's amazing. Amazing. It's cool up there too. I'm loving the cooler weather. Thank you for sprinkling and hello to Alabama. Yay. Okay, so here we go with this. This color is so pretty. I'm actually going to be, tomorrow, if you guys want to check it out, I'm going to be making some earrings with the stencils and some torch paste. So I'm excited to try that. So that's going to be tomorrow's live. So tune back in tomorrow. Probably be around 12, but I'll post and let you guys know. And so this is the Orange Tiger. So I'm just taking little dabs of the paint all over. I know y'all are probably saying that is crazy, but it's really pretty. And then this mulberry color is so pretty, you guys. It really, Wisconsin, wow. That's awesome you're crafting too. Yay. It's a great day to be crafting. What's the temperature in Wisconsin? I bet it's chilly there. Fall is my favorite also. I used to be summertime, but I don't know. The heat the humidity has been so much. I really like fall because I love hoodies and boots and cardigans and all that fun stuff. So I'm the older I get, the more I like fall. I don't like winter, but I like fall pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. If I need to put some more ink down or some more paste down, I will. And so I'm just going to take a squeegee and I'm just going to start going over it. And I know I'm going to try not to go over my line. So I'm just going to go around, make sure I get everything. And this looks crazy, you guys. And you're probably going to say, what is she doing? But it looks really pretty when you get done. I love these stencils. They are so fun and they're so easy. And also, I'm not putting hardly any pressure down on this stencil. You don't need to press hard because you could cause it to bleed if you press too hard. So I'm just lightly going over it, making sure I'm getting paint in all the stencil. And so that's what I'm doing. And another good thing about these stencils is you can pull it up slowly and see if you've missed anything. If you've missed anything, you can just lay it back down and go back over it. It's amazing. It really is. These stencils have been a total game changer for my crafting. It's really awesome. So now I'm just going to try to get all the lines out. And I know that this looks like a hot mess, but hopefully it won't look like a hot mess when I pick it up, because that would not be good. The mulberry just gives it that little pop of color. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm just lightly going over it. I hope I didn't go over my line, but if I did, we can wipe it up because it's chalk paste. And I'm not going to rake this back into the container. Good morning everybody. 51 with a high of 57. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think it's, I don't know what the temperature is going to be here today, but hopefully it won't be too hot. Okay, so now we're going to pull it up, and I'm just going to see if I've missed anything. Oh my gosh. Pulling this up is like the best part of crafting. Okay, so far so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up and put it in the water because I think I got it all. You guys, oh my goodness. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. I love how you don't have any idea how the colors are going to come out when you pull that stencil up, when you do several colors. I love that. It's like a surprise. I love, love, love it, love it, love it. And I got paint on my backing, which is okay. Okay, so let me show you guys what it looks like. Oh my gosh, you guys, how awesome is that? That is so, so pretty. Now, I probably could have, well, it looks okay. It looks like I could have got some over there, but that's all right. That is so, so pretty. Okay. So, okay, cool, cool, cool. Listen as you drive. That's what I like to do. All right, so I'm going to wipe off this pencil. I'm going to go ahead and put the lids back on my chalk paste because I don't want them to dry out because they will last a long time. Like you could see, I didn't use hardly any chalk paste. So you don't have to use a whole lot. And I've yet to use a whole container of this paste. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to do the words in brown. And then we'll do the bow while that's drying some, but we can dry that off a little bit with the heat gun. I love how this turned out, you guys. There's no way you could paint that and get it, the lines and stuff so crisp. So I am loving how that turned out. All right, let me hit that with the heat gun real quick. And then we'll put the words on there, and then we'll do the bow, and then we'll be done. This is an easy, fun, quick craft. I mean, if I did this on one of my door rounds, it would take forever. So I'm just going to dry this a little bit. And then we're going to do the words. And I did get a little bit right there. I'm going to get that off because it'll wipe right off. I think what I might do is let this dry, make the bow, and then we'll do the words. That might be better. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm just drying this a little bit so I can go ahead with the other. I'm going to wipe that little bit off because it's bugging me. And hopefully I don't mess it up. But, okay. All right, so now this is a new stencil. Thanks and thanks and giving. So this is a new stencil from Magnolia, and I'm so excited. You guys, they just released the Christmas stencils yesterday. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I appreciate all the sprinkling you're doing. It really helps you grow. And you guys don't forget to tune into the next one that's after me. I put the link in the description, and I also posted a post on the page of all of the creators for today. So let's go support everybody. It helps you grow, and that's what we all want to do, share our ideas. So these lines on these stencils, you can cut them. So I'm going to cut the stencil. Whoa, let me move this before I mess it up. And so I'm going to cut this. So we can, and you can use, like, there's another stencil I had that had grateful, thankful, and blessed, and I used the thankful word because it was the biggest word. So you don't have to use the words all together. Like, you could just use thanks and giving if you wanted to. Or you could just use the whole thing, or whatever you want to do. But these are perfect for, if you do make door hangers, these are perfect for that. So I could use this on something else. Super cute. But I'm going to write on the back of it, back, and I'm going to put what it is. So if I use them both at the same time, because they're kind of the same size. So I'm just writing on the back of them, so I know once the stencil is dry, which side to put the stencil on, because you can ruin your stencil. But these stencils, I'm telling you, they're reusable, and they will last you a long time. The leaves I just did, I've used it a million times. You can tell, because it's a little bit funky looking, but it really is. Let me fuzz this. It really is, even though it looks gross, it's really not. So I'm gonna fuzz this, and that means to take some of the sticky off of the stencil, because if you're sticking it on like the wood or that chalkboard, it'll stick really, really good, and you don't want to stretch the stencil. So we're going to take some of the sticky off. And once you wash these and put them to dry, they get their sticky back. So you don't have to worry about taking the sticky off forever. It doesn't do that. So I'm just going to fuzz it, and that just means I'm going to put it on this cloth. You can use a towel, your jeans, your shirt, or anything that doesn't have lint on it. This is a Magnolia cloth, and you can also use it to dry your stencil on. So it's really cool thing to fuzz your things and also to dry your stencils. So I'm just fuzzing this. I'm going to do this a couple times because I don't want it to stretch when I pull it up, because it'll stick really good to that surface. So what are you guys doing for fall? Is there anybody out going to the festivals or anything? Also, if you guys are local in Virginia, Floyd, Virginia is up the road from where I live. I'm on Bet Mountain, but Floyd is about a half hour, 45 minutes from where I live. They're having an arts and crafts festival next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So come out, see all the crafters, and come and see me. I'll have all my door hangers, wreaths, shirts, all kinds of stuff. So come see me. Hopefully that hurricane's not going to mess that up. And I'm hoping that it doesn't hit Florida like they think it's going to. You decorated in August. Cool. Do y'all decorate for Halloween, or do you decorate for fall, or both? I don't usually decorate much for Halloween because where I live, no kids come up here, no trick-or-treaters, because we're kind of in the country, and so we don't really have any trick-or-treaters. I still buy candy, and you know, Wayne loves candy, so I'm just trying to center this best that I can. I'm terrible for getting things centered. All right, so I'm just pushing this down on here, and we're going to go over this with the brown, and then we're going to do the bow, and it's an easy, fun bow. I don't know what these little things are. Little bubbles or something. I don't think they'll hurt anything. Maybe it's pieces off my... What is that? Anyway, that should be okay. As long as it's not where we're going to paint. So I'm just pushing this down. So now I'm going to get the squeegee and we're going to go over that with the brown. And you don't need a whole lot. That's all I'm using. Decorate for fall and add a little bit of Halloween. Yeah, I love Halloween and everything, but this guy is about the only decoration I do, and I've had him for years and years, and isn't he just the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my gosh, he is so cute. So that's about the extent of my Halloween decorations, so he's adorable. And I used to decorate like my office door at work, and then we went working from home. Now we're back in the office, and so I haven't really decorated anything at work, but I normally do. So I'm not putting much pressure on this at all. I'm just smoothing the paint over the paste. I'm not like pushing down hard because you can cause it to bleed, and that might bleed because there was something, I don't know. We'll see. We'll fix it. I don't know what is on the stencil. So I'm just going over it, hardly any pressure, and making sure that all the words are covered up. And then we'll go back over and get all the lines out. So any lines, and then I can put this back in the container because you definitely want to save. And I like that these containers, you can put the paint back in there. I really like that because you're not wasting anything. All right, so let's see what this looks like. I'm afraid that right there might have bled because there's a piece of something under my stencil, but it did not bleed. Well, that's awesome. Okay. So I'm just slowly pulling it up to make sure that I got everything really good. So far, that looks good. All right, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull it all the way off, and I'm going to stick it in the tub of water. Oh, I'm loving this, you guys. Oh, my gosh. Love, love, love. Okay. Let me get the paint off my hand so I don't get paint all over it. Oh, I love this, you guys. I love, love, love. So I'm going to hit this with the dryer a little bit before we do our bow. Then we will work on the bow. The bow is going to be so easy to make, you guys. Oh my gosh. So what do you guys think about this? How stinking cute is that? Look how crisp those lines are. I love these stencils. I love that your creations can come out looking so good like that. So I'm loving this. So now we're going to, and I probably could have come down a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to put the bow on it, and then we're going to be done. Let me hit this with the dryer for just a second. And this can be drying while we do our bow. And once this dries, I'm going to go back and get that pencil mark off of there. I know you can see the pencil where I know where to lay everything or I won't get it straight. Okay, now for the bow, you guys. Oh my goodness. This bow is so easy and so cute. All right, so you don't have to use a bow maker. I use a bow maker just to hold it because it hurts my hands to hold it. So I had a bow dabra, and my sweetheart mounted it on this wooden piece for me. So here's the bow dabra. He screwed it on here, and I put a tape measure here to measure out my ribbon. It's just an awesome way to hold all my ribbons while I make my bows. So I'm going to use the bow dabra string to go in the middle to tie the bow once we get it made. And you can use zip ties or jute string or whatever you have, and you don't need a bow maker. I just find it easier for it to hold my ribbon because It hurts my hands when I'm holding a bunch of ribbon. Now I've got to show you one thing. So I went ahead and cut the ribbon. So I have 2 strips of this ribbon that's 22 inches. And then I have another smaller one that is 18 inches. So I have 2 22, 1 18, and then I have a 22 inch. I use the dark brown burlap from Walmart. It's a 5.5 roll, 5.5 wide roll. So this is 22 inches, and then I just cut I cut one strip 10 inches, and then I cut it in half. And then I cut a little piece like this. This is going to go around the center of the bow. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue, let me move this. We're going to glue these pieces to make loops. So like I said, this is so easy. I'm going to use a finger protector because the glue is super hot. You can get these at Dollar Tree, but I'm just going to glue these together. That way my bow is not going to come apart. So I'm just going to put some glue across, and then I'm going to glue it right on top of this one to make a loop. So that's what we have. So I glued it there, and we're just making a loop. And we're going to do that for all of them. So here's what we have so far. So now I'm going to take all of these and do the same thing. And I want to make sure that my ribbons are all the same length. So I'm just going to fold it down flat, and I'm going to do that with all of them just to make sure that these are the same, that the loops are the same. So we have them like that, and then this is going to be a smaller one. And this is wired ribbon, and you really want to use wired ribbon for this bow type. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue these down. This is a super easy bow, and it's so cute. And that's how I made the this bow. Also, made it the same way. So, are you guys good at making bows? I'm not the best at bows, so I like to find easy bows to make. But I have learned a lot about making bows. I used to make like the mesh wreaths and all that, but they seem to have kind of gone out. And now it's more of the door hangers that people want. So that's mainly what I make. But you still got to have a bow on there. Unless you do one that like, I made a sign for us. We got some guinea fowl for pest control, and I made a sign, a door hanger, to put out at their guinea house. And I did that with torch paste. I did the wood burn. Okay, so there's that. So we've got all of our loops made. So now, bring this back up. So now we're gonna make the bow. So now I'm going to take the burlap, and I'm gonna kind of scrunch it a little bit, hopefully to get it in here so it will hold it. And this thing is so amazing. It just holds all the bows. You can work them. I just like using this to hold them, really, because I have challenges holding the bows. So now I'm just going to stick all of these down in here, just like that. So now I have those, and this thing right here just pushes the ribbon down. It's okay, Quill. It's all right if you're late. No problem. And then this smaller one. Actually, I'm going to put these in there before I do the smaller one, because I want the ribbon to be kind of on the top. So I put these in there. Now I'm going to put this one on top. And so all I'm going to do now, I'm going to push all this down, and then I'm going to bring this up, And I have the loop on this side and the ends on this side. I'm going to go through the loop and pull up, and that's going to tighten it really tight. That's another thing I struggle with. I can't ever get them tight, the bows. So, and if any of you guys are wanting to try some of the Magnolia stencils or the paste or any of the things that I've showed today, I will put the link into the comments when I get done. And if you have questions, please ask away. If I don't see your question right now, I will definitely go back and answer it. So I have, this is what we have. And then, so what I'm going to do now is cut this part off. And we're going to take this and we're going to wrap it around the center. Actually, you know what I did not do? I forgot the raffia. All right, so let's start over. We've got time. Okay, so I'm going to start all over again. I knew I was forgetting something, but the raffia just really makes it cute. All right, sorry about that, guys. Let's start over with the bow. All right. So I'm going to put the string down in here first. Then I'm going to put the piece of burlap down. And this, you can actually just hold these and do it. You don't have to have a bow maker. Like I said, this is just what I use to hold it all. I think my bows turn out better that way because I'm challenged the other way. All right, so we have that there. Now the raffia. And you want the raffia to be messy. I mean, you don't want it. So I'm just going to take some of this raffia, cut it, and we're just going to, well, that's not even big enough. All right, so now we're going to take this, put this down in here, and you want it to kind of do its own thing. So then we're going to put these down, then this one, and then some more raffia. This stuff is wild. And so I'm just going to scrunch this down in there. It doesn't matter if some of it comes out. We'll put it back down in there because we don't want it to be perfect. We want it to kind of look kind of crazy looking. All right. So now I'm going to put these back in here. Do a little bit more raffia. I'm missing my, oh, okay, there it is. This goes on top. All right. Second time's the charm. Okay. So now we're going to bring this up and we're going to do it again. Going to put it through the hoop, through that loop, and tie it as tight as we can. And you definitely want your bow tight because you don't want it coming undone. And then your bow's going to fall apart. Okay, that looks much better. All right, so now we can cut this string that we used. We're going to put we're going to put this around the center. Hello, Jenny, how are you? So this is what we have right now. So before I do anything, I'm going to go ahead and glue this on around the center. So I'm just going to take it around and glue it in the back. I hope you guys can see. So I'm just going to glue this little piece around on the back. And you definitely want to wear finger protectors because this glue will burn you. It is so hot. And glue this end down. Okay, so that's what we have right now. So it looks kind of crazy. So we're going to go ahead and fluff it up. But before we fluff it, what I'm going to do is we're going to take these little magnets. These are like button magnets. If you have young children or pets, please make sure that you keep these up high, because if they swallow these, it is not good. So make sure to keep them up where they can't get to them. All right, so I've got 4. So what I'm going to do, and like these two stick together like that. So I'm going to keep them together. Same with these, they stick together. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue. I'm going to glue them down on the back of the burlap. And I'm leaving the magnets together, and you'll see why in just a second. But this is how you make that door hanger reversible. So I'm going to put a little dot of glue on here, and we're going to glue that down. I'm going to hold that for just a minute. And then we're going to do the same with this one. Just putting a little dot of glue on there. And we're going to glue this one down. All right, so I'm going to push these down, let the glue dry for just a minute. Thank you for sprinkling. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Or, whoops, I'm not supposed to say that. But thanks for spreading the love. Thanks for sprinkling. You guys are awesome. And don't forget to go to the list that I put in the post earlier that has all the creators' names, links to their page. Go check them out, because I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of creativity going on this morning and all day. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, all right, on this side, I did the bow over here, but on this one, I want the bow to kind of cover up the, where I did the door hanger part, the jute right here. I want to cover that up. So what I'm going to do, I don't know, there you go. I want to put the bow over that. So I want the bow to kind of go in the center. So what I'm going to do is cut some of this raffia from being so wild. I'm going to take and put some glue on the magnets, and then I'm going to put it down on here. And I want it to go right at the top. I may have to turn this around, because I want this to be at the top, as close as I can at the top, because I don't want to cover up all my words. So I'm going to put the glue on the magnets, and then I'm going to put the bow on the door hanger. And I'm going to hold this down until it dries and sticks to the board. So I'm just going to hold this down. You guys, I am loving the colors of those leaves. I wasn't sure how it was going to look on the white, but it looks pretty good. I like the white. Not bad at all. So while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and fluff up the bow and get it the way it needs to be. So I'm just fluffing the loops up of the bow. That's why you really want wired ribbon, so that it can hold its shape really good. And so I'm just separating the burlap pieces, and I'm separating the ribbon. And I may need to cut the burlap pieces a little bit. I don't want it to cover up the ribbon too much. Okay, now I need to see if I need to trim the raffia some. So what happens on the bow is, well, look, that's right on top of there. Oh well. So when you go to hang up the door hanger on this side, you stick the bow there. When you want to hang it on this side, then you take the bow off the other side and put your bow on this side, and then it just sticks to the magnets. I may have to move that one because that's stuck right to that. And whoa, let me see. I think the burlap is getting in the way of my, needs a little bit of glue under there. All right, so now I'm fixing my bow where I fluffed it. Got it a little out of whack. Let me trim some of this raffia because it can get a little bit crazy. Is it going to stay? There we go. There we go. Well, my magnets don't want to stick. Okay, I think it's going to stay. So now, there we have it. That's crooked. I don't know what is going on with these magnets. I'm afraid to pull them off because if I pull them off, it's gonna, there we go. There we go. So there's our crazy looking bow with that raffia. I think it's on there good now. I think. I might have to go back and glue that some more. But let me put you guys up. Thank you, Grace. You guys are awesome. You're so sweet. So now I have glue strings flying everywhere, but here's the bow and here's the finished product. So what do you guys think? So we can remove the bow on this side and put the bow on this side. So now you have a reversible door hanger. And there we have it. So how do you guys like it? And I finished up earlier than I thought. So anyway, if you want the links to any of the items that I used today, I will post the link to Magnolia to my website below. And here is our finished sign. I hope you guys loved it. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you're not following my page, I would love it if you would follow. I also have a YouTube channel, Mountain Made Creations on YouTube. Good grief. Hey, from Tennessee. Oh, I love Tennessee. So you guys, I hope you like this. I'm not really sure now, looking at it, if that bow even matches. I may have to do another bow, but it's okay because it's got magnets, so we can take the bow off, redo it, stick another one back on there. So yeah, so so now we have a reversible door hanger. And my bow just fell off again. There we go. So there it is, you guys. I hope you love this, and I hope that you will go and support all the other creators that are doing their lives today. I have one coming up at 12. Make sure that you go and watch her craft DIY, and give me a thumbs up, a heart, or any of that good stuff. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Come back tomorrow because we're going to be doing some wooden earrings with torch paste. So that's going to be exciting. And I'm going to try to do watercolor on the earrings. I've never done that before, so I'm going to attempt it. So I may try that today later on, and then we'll do the live together tomorrow. So y'all come back and join me tomorrow, probably around noon. I'll be on after church. So you guys have a great day. Thank you guys so much for all the love, for tuning in. Go support all the other creators. There's a lot of creativity going on today in the jump into fall craft event. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining in, and y'all take care.